My beloved child, I called your name 3 times today. Not because I forgot you, not because heaven was uncertain about you, and not because I needed to remember the sound of your voice. I called you because your heart has been waiting too long inside a place where you were never meant to remain. I called you because your spirit was becoming tired from carrying invisible battles. I called you because the silence around your life was beginning to make you question the promises I placed inside your heart. Listen to me carefully now, my child. Do not leave this moment too quickly. Do not allow the noise of the world to pull your attention away, because these words are reaching you for a reason. This is not an accident. This is not just another message passing before your eyes. I allowed this moment to find you because there is something inside you that needs to awaken again. You have been strong for everyone else, but I have seen the moments when you felt weak. You encouraged others while secretly needing encouragement yourself. You lifted people while wondering who would lift you. You smiled when your heart was heavy, and you continued walking even when your soul felt exhausted. My child, I saw it all. I saw the prayers you whispered when nobody was around. I saw the tears you wiped away before anyone could notice. I saw the moments when you looked toward heaven and wondered, Father, are you still listening? Hear my answer today. I was listening before you even spoke. I was working before you even saw movement. I was preparing a way before you even understood there was a road ahead. The delay was not my rejection. The waiting was not my absence. The closed doors were not proof that your story was ending. Sometimes I close what you desperately want because I am protecting what you truly need. My beloved child, you must stop believing that your current struggle defines your entire future. A difficult chapter does not mean the whole story is broken. A painful season does not mean your purpose has disappeared. The storm you walked through did not destroy you because my hand was holding you even when you could not feel it. I know there were days when fear spoke louder than faith. I know there were moments when disappointment tried to convince you that nothing would ever change. I know you looked at other people moving forward and wondered why your own journey felt delayed. But listen carefully. Your path was never meant to look exactly like theirs. I created you with a different assignment, a different timing, and a different purpose. Do not compare the page you are living today with someone else's finished chapter. I am still writing your story. What you thought was a setback was preparation. What you thought was rejection was redirection. What you thought was an ending was me moving you toward a beginning you could not yet see. My child, I need you to rise again. Not tomorrow, not when everything feels perfect, not when every question has an answer. Rise now. Rise with faith while you are still waiting. Rise with courage while you are still healing. Rise with trust while you are still learning. Because the person you are becoming is stronger than the pain you survived. The enemy wanted your struggles to make you bitter, but I am using them to make you wiser. The enemy wanted your waiting season to destroy your hope, but I am using it to build patience, strength, and understanding inside you. You are not forgotten. You are not invisible. You are not too late. I know your name, I know your heart. I know the dreams you stopped speaking about because disappointment made you afraid to hope again. But today, I am breathing life back into places that became tired inside you. Your faith will rise again. Your peace will return again. Your heart will believe again. The things that broke you will not control the rest of your life. The people who walked away did not take your destiny with them. The doors that closed did not remove my ability to open greater ones. My beloved child, learn from what you survived, but do not live imprisoned by it. Forgive so your heart can become free. Trust me, even when you cannot see the full picture. Take one step forward, even if the entire path has not appeared yet. Sometimes I only reveal the next step because I am teaching you to walk with me, not just chase the destination. If these words are touching your heart right now, type, "Yes, Father, I trust your timing," as a declaration that your faith is stronger than your fear. And my child, continue listening until the end, because there are words your heart still needs to receive. There are reminders that will strengthen your spirit, restore your courage, and help you walk differently in the days ahead. Do not only hear these words, apply them. Choose patience when life feels slow. Choose kindness when people hurt you. Choose faith when situations seem impossible. Because transformation begins when you stop only waiting for your circumstances to change, and allow me to change your heart within the circumstances. I am preparing you. I am guiding you. I am strengthening you. Even now, my beloved child, never forget this truth. I did not call your name 3 times because I lost you. I called your name because I love you. I called you because your purpose is still alive. I called you because your story is not finished. If you feel happy with my words and this message brought peace to your heart, like this video, subscribe for more messages of hope and share it with someone who needs encouragement today. Let these words reach another soul who may be silently praying for strength. And if these messages strengthened your spirit, encouraged your heart, or helped you through difficult seasons, share this video with someone who may need hope tonight. And if you feel led to support this ministry so these words can continue reaching hurting hearts around the world, you can do so through the link given below. My child, lift your head again. Your tears were seen. Your prayers were heard. Your journey is not over. I am still with you, and I am still writing something beautiful through your life. My beloved child, come closer and listen to me now, because there is something your heart needs to understand before you continue walking into the next season of your life. You have spent many days wondering why certain things happened the way they did. You questioned why some doors closed when you prayed for them to open. You wondered why certain people left when you gave them your loyalty, your kindness, and your love. But my child, I need you to see beyond the pain. I need you to look beyond what disappeared and understand what I was protecting. Not every closed door was punishment. Not every goodbye was a loss. Not every delay was a denial. Sometimes I removed what you were holding because you could not see what it was doing to your spirit. Sometimes I separated you from places that looked comfortable, but were slowly keeping you away from the person I created you to become. I know the moment of separation hurt. I know you cried over things you thought would stay forever. I know you asked me why I allowed something precious to leave your life. But my beloved child, I saw what you could not see. I saw the conversations that happened when you were not present. I saw the intentions hidden behind beautiful words. I saw the paths that looked safe but carried struggles you were never meant to face. You thought I was taking something away from you, but I was making room for something greater. You thought you were losing, but I was leading. You thought you were forgotten, but I was guiding every step. My child, your life is not controlled by the opinions of people who misunderstood you. Your destiny is not destroyed because someone walked away. Your value did not decrease because someone failed to recognize the treasure I placed inside you. Stop measuring your worth by who stayed and who left. Some people were only assigned to walk with you for a season. Some situations were only temporary lessons. Some experiences were not meant to become your permanent home. You must learn from yesterday, but you cannot keep living there. I have watched you replay old moments in your mind, wondering what you could have changed, wondering if you should have done something differently. But my child, carrying yesterday's pain into today's blessing, will only make your heart too heavy to receive what I am sending. Release what I already released. Trust what I already decided. Follow where I am leading. The next chapter requires your hands to be open. You cannot receive something new while holding tightly to what I asked you to surrender. My beloved child, I know surrender is difficult. I know letting go requires courage. You became attached because you cared deeply. You held on because your heart was genuine. But remember this. I never ask you to release something because I want to hurt you. I ask you to release because I know what is waiting ahead. A seed must leave the comfort of the hand before it can enter the ground and become something greater. In the same way, some parts of your life had to change so your growth could begin. The season you cried through was not wasted. The lonely nights were not wasted. The waiting was not wasted. I was teaching you patience when life moved slowly. I was teaching you strength when challenges surrounded you. I was teaching you wisdom when situations did not happen the way you expected. Everything became part of your growth. My child, look at yourself now. You survived days you once thought would break you completely. You walked through storms that once felt impossible. You overcame moments when your own thoughts told you that you could not continue. But you are still here, still breathing, still hoping, still listening. That is not an accident. My hand carried you through places where your own strength was not enough. When you felt weak, I gave you another day. When you felt lost, I quietly guided you. When you felt alone, I stayed beside you. You may not have always noticed my presence, but my presence never left you. My beloved child, today I want you to stop speaking words of defeat over yourself. Stop saying you are behind. Stop saying nothing good happens for you. Stop expecting every new beginning to become another disappointment. Your words carry power. Speak hope. Speak faith. Speak life. Tell your heart, I am still becoming who God created me to be. Tell your fear, you cannot control my future. Tell your past, you taught me lessons, but you do not own me. Because my child, the next season requires a renewed mind. You cannot enter new blessings with old fears controlling your decisions. You cannot walk into new opportunities while expecting yesterday's pain to repeat itself. Allow me to heal the places inside you that nobody else sees. Allow me to restore the confidence that rejection tried to steal. Allow me to remind you that you are still chosen. If you believe that I am guiding your steps and preparing something greater for your life, write, my faith is alive, as a sign that you are ready to trust me beyond what your eyes can see. My child, keep listening because this journey is not finished. There are still words of healing, wisdom, and encouragement that your heart needs to receive. Every message is not only meant to comfort you, but to help you transform the way you live. Apply these words when life becomes difficult. When someone hurts you, choose forgiveness instead of carrying bitterness. When plans change, choose trust instead of fear. When waiting feels long, choose patience instead of giving up. Because true faith is not only believing when everything is easy. True faith is holding my hand even when the road ahead is unclear. I am building something within you that is greater than anything happening around you. A stronger spirit, a wiser heart, a deeper trust. One day you will look back at the moments you questioned and finally understand why I guided you the way I did. You will see that every delay had purpose. Every lesson created growth. Every closed door redirected your steps. My beloved child, remember this today. You are not walking alone into tomorrow. Before you arrive, I am already there. Before you face the challenge, I already know the solution. Before you speak your prayer, I already understand your heart. Continue forward. Do not return to the places that broke your peace. Do not shrink yourself because others failed to see your value. Do not abandon your purpose because the journey became difficult. I called your name because I still have plans for you. Plans that fear cannot cancel. Plans that disappointment cannot destroy. Plans that your past cannot erase. Walk with courage, my child. Your story continues. Your heart is healing. Your future is still held safely in my hands. My beloved child, listen closely because what I am about to place into your heart is something you must carry with you beyond this moment. I know you have faced seasons where you wondered if your prayers were moving anything. I know you have looked at your circumstances and quietly asked, Father, why is everything taking so long? Why does it seem like nothing is changing even though I am trying my best? But my child, I want you to understand something today. Just because you cannot see movement does not mean I am not moving. Just because you cannot hear the answer yet does not mean I have ignored your voice. Just because the promise has not arrived yet does not mean I have forgotten what I spoke over your life. There are things growing beneath the surface that your eyes cannot see. A seed buried under the ground may look forgotten, but hidden in the darkness, transformation is happening. Roots are forming, strength is developing. Growth is beginning long before anything appears above the soil. And my child, the same has been happening within you. The seasons where you felt hidden were not wasted seasons. The moments where nobody recognized your effort were not meaningless. The days where you kept going even without applause were shaping something powerful inside your spirit. I was teaching you how to remain faithful when nobody was watching. I was teaching you how to trust when answers were not immediate. I was building a foundation strong enough to carry the blessings that are coming. Because, my beloved child, I will never give you something that your character is not prepared to hold. Sometimes the blessing you ask for requires the growth you try to avoid. Sometimes the destination you desire requires the journey you do not understand. Sometimes before I change what is around you, I begin by strengthening what is inside you. I saw every moment when you wanted to quit but chose to continue. I saw every time you chose kindness, even after people treated you unfairly. I saw every time you remained honest when taking another path would have been easier. I saw every time you prayed through tears. Nothing was unnoticed. Heaven recorded the battles nobody else saw. My child, stop thinking your small steps do not matter. Stop believing that progress only counts when everyone can see it. Some of the greatest victories happen quietly. The moment you decided to forgive instead of holding anger was a victory. The moment you tried again after disappointment was a victory. The moment you chose hope after heartbreak was a victory. The moment you continued believing when fear told you to stop was a victory. You are stronger than you realize. Not because life has been easy, but because you continued walking while carrying things that could have stopped you. My beloved child, I know there are memories that still try to pull you backward. I know there are moments from your past that whisper, telling you that you will always be the person you used to be. But listen carefully. Your past is a place of lessons, not a prison for your future. Do not build a home in a season I already carried you through. You are allowed to grow. You are allowed to heal. You are allowed to become someone stronger than the person who walked through that pain. The mistakes you made did not surprise me. The moments when you fell did not make me abandon you. I knew every chapter of your story before you lived a single page, and I still chose you. My love for you was never based on perfection. My love remained through your questions. My love remained through your struggles. My love remained through the moments when you felt far away. So stop running from me, because you think you must fix everything alone before coming closer. Come with your worries. Come with your fears. Come with your broken pieces. I am not afraid of the places inside you that still need healing. My child, the world may tell you to hide your weakness, but I want you to bring everything into my presence. The places you surrender are the places where healing begins. A wounded heart can become a compassionate heart. A painful story can become a testimony of strength. A difficult season can become the very place where wisdom is born. Nothing placed into my hands is wasted. I can use what hurt you to help you grow. I can turn what broke you into something that strengthens others. I can bring purpose from places where you only saw pain. My beloved child, do not underestimate what I can do with a willing heart. You do not need to have everything figured out. You do not need to know every step. You only need to trust the one who walks with you. When the road feels uncertain, hold on to faith. When the answers feel delayed, hold on to patience. When the world feels heavy, hold on to me. If these words are reminding your heart to trust again, write, "I believe your plan, Father," as a declaration that fear will no longer control your journey. My child, stay with this message, because I am still speaking life into the areas where you have been tired. Continue listening until the end, not only for comfort but for the wisdom that can change how you face tomorrow. I want you to apply these words in your daily life. Wake up with gratitude instead of worry. Treat others with love even when the world feels unkind. Protect your peace instead of chasing every argument. Spend your energy building your purpose instead of fighting for approval from people who do not understand your journey. Remember, my child, everyone will not understand what I placed inside you. And that is okay. The seed does not ask the ground for permission before it grows. The sun does not stop shining because someone refuses to notice its light. Do not stop becoming who I created you to be because someone failed to recognize your worth. Keep growing. Keep believing. Keep moving. The season you are entering requires courage. It requires a heart willing to trust beyond what is visible. But never forget this. You are not stepping forward alone. My hand is guiding you. My love is surrounding you. My grace is carrying you. I called your name because your journey matters. I called your name because your heart matters. I called your name because there is still more ahead. Lift your eyes, my beloved child. The pain behind you is not greater than the purpose before you. The storm you survived is not stronger than the God who carried you through it. Walk forward with faith. Your story is still unfolding, and I am still creating something beautiful within you. My beloved child, listen to me carefully now, because there are moments in your life when you must stop looking behind you and begin trusting what I am preparing ahead of you. You have carried old questions for too long. You have replayed old disappointments for too long. You have allowed memories of what hurt you to speak louder than the promises I placed inside your heart. But today I am reminding you, your past was a chapter. It was not your entire story. The pain that visited your life was a season. It was not your permanent identity. The storm that tested you was a moment. It was not the final destination I created for you. My child, I know the road has not always been easy. I know you have faced battles that nobody noticed. I know you have carried responsibilities while quietly wondering if anyone understood how heavy everything felt inside. But I understood. I was there. I saw the moments when you encouraged yourself because nobody else knew you needed encouragement. I saw when you wiped away your own tears and continued moving forward because life gave you no time to stop. I saw when you prayed with a tired heart and wondered if anything was changing. My beloved child, every prayer reached me. Every tear mattered. Every moment of faith was seen. Do not confuse my silence with my absence. A teacher is often quiet during a test, but the teacher has not left the room. In the same way, there were moments when you did not hear the answer immediately, because I was allowing strength, wisdom, and patience to grow within you. I was not ignoring you. I was preparing you. You asked me to change your situation, but first I was strengthening the person who would walk into that changed situation. Because, my child, a blessing without preparation can become a burden. A door opened too early can lead somewhere you are not ready to stand. A promise received before growth can become something you struggle to carry. So while you waited, I worked. While you wondered, I arranged. While you cried, I comforted. While you rested, I moved. There was never a moment when your life was outside my care. My beloved child, I need you to stop believing that slow progress means failure. The world tells you everything must happen quickly. The world tells you that if something does not happen immediately, you are behind. But my timing is different. I grow trees slowly because they need roots strong enough to survive storms. I shape diamonds through pressure because beauty is created through process. I develop hearts through seasons because true strength cannot be rushed. You wanted the result, but I was building the foundation. You wanted the answer, but I was building your faith. You wanted the breakthrough, but I was building you. And my child, what I build lasts. Do not be discouraged because someone else appears ahead of you. Do not compare your hidden preparation with another person's visible success. You do not know their journey. You do not know their battles. You do not know what I am doing behind the scenes in your own life. Comparison steals gratitude. It makes you ignore the blessings already surrounding you because you are focused on what someone else has. Look again, my child. Look at how far you have come. Look at the things you survived. Look at the ways you grew. The person you are today has wisdom that yesterday's version of you prayed to receive. Celebrate growth. Celebrate healing. Celebrate small steps. Because small steps taken with faith still move you forward. My beloved child, there is something powerful that happens when you choose gratitude in the middle of uncertainty. Gratitude opens your eyes to see that I have been working all along. You begin to notice the strength you received, the lessons you learned, the protection you did not recognize before, the doors that closed but saved you from greater pain. Many times you thank me for open doors, but one day you will also thank me for the doors I refused to open. Because I saw the ending when you only saw the beginning. I saw the hidden dangers when you only saw the opportunity. I saw the future when you only saw the moment. Trust my vision more than your fear. My child, your responsibility is not to control everything. Your responsibility is to walk faithfully with what I have given you today. Love today. Grow today. Forgive today. Take the right step today. Stop losing today's peace by worrying about tomorrow's unknown battles. When tomorrow arrives, my grace will already be waiting there. I have carried you before. I am carrying you now. I will carry you again. My beloved child, release the thought that you must have everything figured out before moving forward. Many people stay stuck because they are waiting for perfect conditions. But faith moves before everything makes sense. Faith trusts before everything is visible. Faith says, Father, I do not see the whole road, but I trust the one who is guiding me. That is the kind of faith I am growing inside you. A faith that cannot be destroyed by delays. A faith that cannot be stolen by disappointment. A faith that remains even when life feels uncertain. If your heart believes that I am still guiding your steps, write, Father, lead me forward, and let it be your reminder that you are not walking alone. My child, continue this journey with me until the end because every word is meant to strengthen something inside you. Do not only listen and forget. Carry these lessons into your daily life. When challenges appear, remember patience. When fear appears, remember faith. When anger appears, choose peace. When doubt appears, remember how many times I already carried you through what you thought you could never overcome. You are stronger today because of the mountains you climbed yesterday. Your compassion is deeper because of what you endured. Your wisdom is greater because of what you learned. Nothing was wasted. Not the waiting. Not the tears. Not the rebuilding. I used every piece to shape you. My beloved child, I called your name because I refuse to let you forget who you are. You are not the name your struggles gave you. You are not the mistakes behind you. You are not the rejection you experienced. You are loved. You are guided. You are growing. You are still becoming. Stand again. Believe again. Hope again. The same hands that carried you through yesterday are already preparing the road ahead. Walk forward, my child. Your next chapter is calling, and I am walking into it with you. My beloved child, listen carefully, because I need these words to reach the deepest places of your heart. There are things you have carried for many years that you were never meant to carry forever. There are worries you have held tightly because you believed letting go meant losing control. There are fears that have followed you from one season into another, whispering that your future will look exactly like your past. But today I am speaking over those fears. Today I am reminding your spirit of the truth. Your past may have shaped you, but it does not own you. Your pain may have taught you, but it does not define you. Your battles may have challenged you, but they did not defeat the purpose I placed inside your life. My child, you have looked at your scars many times and only remembered the moments that wounded you. But when I look at those same scars, I see evidence that you survived. I see proof that the storm came but could not destroy you. I see a heart that was tested and still continued searching for light. You keep asking me why you had to walk through certain valleys. You keep wondering why some prayers took longer than you expected. You keep thinking that maybe the difficult seasons meant you were forgotten. But hear me clearly. You were never forgotten. Not for 1 second. Even when the road felt lonely, my presence was near. Even when your heart felt tired, my strength was available. Even when your mind was filled with questions, my plan was still moving. My beloved child, I know waiting is not easy. Waiting challenges your patience. Waiting reveals your fears. Waiting forces you to trust what you cannot yet see. But waiting with me is never empty. I use waiting seasons to prepare what cannot be created overnight. A strong tree does not appear in one day. A beautiful sunrise does not arrive without passing through the night. A new beginning often comes after a season where everything feels quiet. So do not hate the quiet moments. Do not reject the seasons where growth is hidden. Sometimes the greatest changes happen inside you before they happen around you. My child, I have been strengthening your heart. I have been teaching you wisdom. I have been showing you that your peace cannot depend only on circumstances, people, success, or approval. Because everything around you can change. People can change. Plans can change. Seasons can change. But my love for you remains. When you build your life on what cannot be shaken, you discover a peace that the world cannot take away. My beloved child, there were times you gave too much power to the opinions of others. You allowed their words to become louder than my truth. You questioned your value because someone failed to appreciate your heart. But I need you to remember this. People do not create your worth, so people cannot remove your worth. Before anyone knew your name, I knew you. Before anyone recognized your gifts, I placed them inside you. Before anyone accepted or rejected you, you were already valuable to me. Stop chasing acceptance from places that constantly make you forget who you are. Walk in love. Walk in humility. But never forget the purpose I created within you. My child, some people will misunderstand your journey because they were never assigned to walk the entire road with you. Forgive them. Release them, continue forward. Do not let bitterness build a home inside your heart. Bitterness keeps you connected to what hurt you. Forgiveness opens the door to freedom. Forgiveness does not mean what happened was right. It means you trust me enough to heal what happened. Give me the pain. Give me the disappointment. Give me the memories that still hurt when nobody is watching. I know how to restore places inside you that you thought would always remain broken. My beloved child, I am not only interested in changing your circumstances. I am interested in transforming your heart. Because a healed heart sees differently. A healed heart loves differently. A healed heart walks differently. The world needs the person you are becoming, not the person fear tried to create. Your kindness matters. Your faith matters. Your choices matter. The small things you do with love are seen by heaven. Never believe that your life has no impact. A single word of encouragement can lift a broken person. A simple act of kindness can bring hope into someone's darkness. A faithful heart can inspire more people than you realize. So continue planting good seeds, even when results take time. Continue doing what is right, even when nobody applauds. Continue trusting me, even when the road is quiet. Because I see. I know. I remember. If you are ready to release yesterday and step forward with renewed faith, comment, "My heart is ready, Father," as a sign that you choose trust over fear and hope over doubt. My child, keep watching until the end because I am still pouring words of strength, healing, and guidance into your life. Do not let this message only touch your emotions for a moment. Let it transform the way you think, the way you respond, and the way you walk every day. When life becomes difficult, return to faith. When your heart becomes heavy, return to prayer. When confusion surrounds you, return to my presence. I will guide you one step at a time. And if you feel happy with my words, and this message has brought light into your heart, support this journey by liking this video, subscribing for more messages of faith, and sharing it with someone who needs a reminder that they are not alone. My beloved child, remember that love grows when it is shared. Hope spreads when someone is willing to carry it forward. And if these messages strengthened your spirit, encouraged your heart, or helped you through difficult seasons, share this video with someone who may need hope tonight. And if you feel led to support this ministry so these words can continue reaching hurting hearts around the world, you can do so through the link given below. My child, I called your name because I am still working within you. I called your name because your journey still matters. I called your name because the story is not finished. The road ahead may have moments you do not understand, but you will never walk it without me. I was with you yesterday. I am with you today. And I will be with you in every tomorrow waiting ahead. Move forward with courage. Live with love. Stand with faith. Your next season is not the end of your story. It is another chapter where you will see my hand working in ways you never imagined. My beloved child, come closer and listen with your heart, Because what I am speaking to you now is not only for this moment, but for the journey ahead of you. There are seasons in life when you ask for answers, but what you truly need first is strength. There are moments when you ask me to change everything around you, but I begin by changing something powerful within you. I know you have wondered why the road has been difficult. I know you have questioned why certain battles lasted longer than you expected. I know you have looked toward heaven and said, "Father, I am trying, I am believing. Why does it still feel like I am waiting?" My child, I heard every question. I heard every prayer. I heard even the words you never spoke. There were moments when your lips stayed silent, but your heart was crying loudly before me. There were nights when you had no perfect prayer, no beautiful words, no strength left to explain what you were feeling. But I understood. A tear can become a prayer when it reaches my presence. A broken whisper can carry more honesty than 1,000 empty words. I was never waiting for you to pretend to be strong. I was waiting for you to trust me with the places where you felt weak. My beloved child, you do not need to hide your struggles from me. You do not need to cover your wounds before coming closer. You do not need to act like everything is perfect before allowing me into your heart. I already know. I know the fears you fight. I know the memories that still hurt. I know the dreams you carry quietly because you are afraid of being disappointed again. And still, I call you mine. Your difficult days did not make me love you less. Your questions did not push me away. Your moments of weakness did not remove my purpose from your life. My child, understand this truth today. Growth often happens in places you never expected. The valley teaches lessons the mountain cannot. The storm builds strength that calm seasons cannot create. The waiting room develops patience that instant answers never produce. You wanted everything to happen quickly, but I wanted everything to happen correctly. You wanted relief. I wanted restoration. You wanted the situation to change. I wanted your heart to become stronger than the situation. Because when your foundation is strong, you can stand through seasons that would have once shaken you. Look back for a moment, my child. Not to live in the past, but to recognize how far I have carried you. Remember the days you thought you would never overcome. You overcame them. Remember the nights you thought the pain would never leave. You survived them. Remember the problems that looked impossible. You moved beyond them. The things that once felt bigger than you are now part of your testimony. So why do you believe this current challenge is where your story ends? The same hand that carried you before is holding you now. My beloved child, I need you to stop allowing fear to write imaginary endings that I never created. Fear tells you everything will fall apart. Faith reminds you that I am holding everything together. Fear tells you nothing will change. Faith reminds you that transformation can begin at any moment. Fear shows you the size of the mountain. Faith reminds you who walks beside you. Choose faith again, not because everything is easy, not because you have every answer, but because you know I am faithful. My child, there are blessings you cannot see because you are still looking at what you lost. There are new beginnings waiting, but your eyes are still focused on old endings. Turn around. Look forward. The chapter behind you taught you lessons, but the chapter ahead of you needs your attention. Do not let yesterday steal the strength required for tomorrow. Every morning is a reminder that I am not finished working. Every breath is evidence that purpose remains. Every new day carries another opportunity to love, grow, learn, forgive, and become. My beloved child, I want you to practice gratitude even before everything changes. Do not wait for the miracle before you find peace. Do not wait for the answer before you trust. Do not wait for perfect conditions before you start living with purpose. Gratitude opens your eyes to blessings you were too worried to notice. You begin to see the people who care. You begin to recognize the small victories. You begin to understand that my goodness was present even in ordinary moments. My child, life is not only about reaching destinations. It is also about who you become while walking the road. Become someone who chooses kindness when anger feels easier. Become someone who chooses patience when waiting feels uncomfortable. Become someone who chooses faith when fear becomes loud. These choices shape your heart, and your heart matters deeply to me. If these words are bringing peace back into your spirit, write, Father, strengthen my faith, as a reminder that you are choosing trust even before you see the full answer. My beloved child, continue listening because there are still messages your heart needs to receive. Do not walk away before the seed is fully planted. Allow these words to encourage you, but also allow them to change the way you live. When tomorrow comes, carry this truth with you. You are not powerless. You can choose your response. You can choose forgiveness. You can choose hope. You can choose to begin again. Do not wait for someone else to believe in your purpose before you believe what I have spoken over you. People may misunderstand your journey. They may not recognize your growth. They may only remember who you were and fail to see who you are becoming. But my child, keep growing anyway. A flower does not stop blooming because someone walks past without noticing. The sun does not stop rising because someone refuses to look. Continue becoming who I created you to become. I see the progress. I see the effort. I see the quiet victories. And I celebrate every step you take toward healing, wisdom, and love. My beloved child, remember this. You are not behind. You are being prepared. You are not abandoned. You are being guided. You are not finished. You are still becoming. I called your name because your heart needed this reminder. The darkness did not defeat you. The waiting did not erase you. The struggle did not stop my plan. Walk forward with confidence. Carry peace into the places where fear once lived. Carry love into a world that desperately needs it. Carry faith even when the road is still unfolding. Because I am already in your tomorrow. I am already preparing the way. And I will continue walking with you through every chapter yet to come. My beloved child, listen carefully because I want these words to reach the places inside you that have been quietly asking for answers. There are questions you have carried for a long time. There are thoughts you have hidden because you believed nobody would understand. There are moments when you looked at your journey and wondered why the path became so different from what you imagined. But my child, I need you to remember this. A different path does not mean a failed path. A difficult road does not mean I have left you. An unexpected season does not mean your purpose has disappeared. Sometimes I guide you through roads you did not choose, because I am leading you toward places you could never discover on your own. You saw the obstacle. I saw the opportunity. You saw the delay. I saw the preparation. You saw the closed door. I saw the protection waiting behind my decision. My beloved child, I know trusting is not always easy when your heart is tired. I know faith feels challenging when you have prayed and waited longer than you expected. I know there were moments when you tried to remain hopeful while a quiet voice inside asked, "What if nothing changes?" But I want you to hear me now. Something has already been changing. You have been changing. The person listening to these words today is not the same person who entered the storm. You have grown in ways you do not even recognize. You have developed wisdom through experiences you never wanted. You have discovered strength inside yourself because situations forced you to depend on something deeper than comfort. My child, do not overlook the miracle of your own growth. You keep looking for changes around you, but I have been creating changes within you. Your patience has grown. Your understanding has grown. Your compassion has grown. Your ability to overcome has grown. The battles that tried to destroy you became lessons that developed you. I did not send every painful moment, but I can use every painful moment. Nothing placed in my hands is wasted. Give me the broken pieces, and I can create something meaningful. Give me the disappointment, and I can teach you wisdom. Give me the wounds, and I can bring healing. My beloved child, stop believing that your scars make you less valuable. The world often celebrates perfection, but I look deeper. I see the courage it took for you to continue. I see the love you protected inside your heart even after people hurt you. I see the faith you carried even when your emotions felt weak. That matters to me. You matter to me. I never expected you to walk through life without challenges. I promised that you would never have to walk through them without me. When you cried alone, I was near. When you felt unseen, I saw you. When you felt forgotten, I remembered every detail of your life. My child, there were moments when you believed you were losing everything, but I was teaching you what could never be taken away. Peace that comes from me, strength built through faith, a heart that knows how to rise again. Many things in life can change, but what I build inside you becomes a foundation for every season ahead. My beloved child, I want you to release the pressure of needing to understand everything today. You do not need to know every answer to take the next step. You do not need to see the entire road to continue walking. You do not need to have a perfect life to live with purpose. Sometimes the most powerful step of faith is simply saying, Father, I trust you with what I cannot control. Let go of the burden of trying to carry tomorrow before tomorrow arrives. Today has lessons. Today has blessings. Today has opportunities to love, to grow, and to become better. Do not miss what I am doing now, because your mind is trapped worrying about what comes next. My child, look around your life with new eyes. There are blessings you once prayed for that you now walk past without noticing. There are small moments of grace surrounding you every day. There are signs of my love hidden in ordinary places. A conversation that encourages you. A new morning after a difficult night. A moment of peace when you thought you could not continue. These things are not small to me. Learn to recognize my hand in the quiet moments, not only in the miracles that everyone can see. Because a grateful heart sees light even before the sunrise appears. My beloved child, I also want you to remember the importance of the words you speak over your own life. Do not use your voice to strengthen your fears. Do not repeat the lies that pain taught you. Stop saying, I cannot. Stop saying, I will never heal. Stop saying, nothing good is coming. Speak with faith. Say, I am growing. Say, I am learning. Say, God is still working in my life. Your words influence your thoughts, and your thoughts influence the direction you walk. Fill your heart with truth. Fill your mind with hope. Fill your days with choices that bring you closer to the person I created you to become. If you believe that I am still shaping your life and preparing your next chapter, type, I will keep walking with faith, as your declaration that you refuse to give up. My child, continue watching until the end because there is still encouragement your spirit needs. Every word is a seed, but remember, a seed only grows when it is cared for. Do not only hear this message today and return to old fears tomorrow. Apply what you receive. Choose peace when worry arrives. Choose patience when answers take time. Choose love when the world teaches anger. Choose hope when your circumstances try to create doubt. This is how transformation happens. One faithful choice at a time. My beloved child, there will come a day when you look back and understand things that confuse you right now. You will see how certain delays protected you. You will see how certain endings redirected you. You will see how certain struggles created strength that you needed for your future. Until that day arrives, trust me. Trust my timing. Trust my guidance. Trust my love. I called your name because I do not want fear to control the story I am still writing. I called your name because there is more inside you than what your struggles revealed. I called your name because you were created for a life filled with purpose, compassion, courage, and faith. So rise again, my child. Take another step. Breathe with hope again. Your journey is not finished. The pages ahead are still being written. And through every chapter, every season, every mountain, and every valley, my hand will remain with you. My beloved child, listen to me with an open heart, because there is something you need to remember in this season of your life. You have spent so much time wondering when things will finally change that sometimes you forget how much has already changed inside you. You have been looking for the breakthrough outside, but you have not always noticed the transformation I have been creating within your own heart. I know you have waited. I know you have prayed. I know you have wondered why the road seemed longer than you expected. But my child, every step has been shaping you. Every lesson has been preparing you. Every moment has been teaching you something important for the journey ahead. Do not think that because something took time, it had no purpose. The most valuable things are often created through patience. The strongest foundations are built slowly. The deepest roots grow where nobody can see them. And that is what I have been doing inside you. I have been growing roots of faith, roots of wisdom, roots of courage, roots that will hold you steady when new seasons arrive. My beloved child, sometimes you ask me for bigger blessings, but I first prepare you with deeper strength. Because I do not only care about what you receive, I care about who you become. A changed situation can bring temporary happiness, but a transformed heart carries peace wherever it goes. That is why I have been working on your patience. That is why I have been teaching you forgiveness. That is why I have been showing you how to trust, even when everything is not clear. I am not only leading you toward a destination. I am walking with you through a transformation. My child, I saw when you wanted answers immediately. I saw when you became frustrated because your timing and my timing felt different. I saw when you wondered if waiting meant something was wrong. But waiting does not mean you are failing. Waiting does not mean you are forgotten. Waiting does not mean nothing is happening. Sometimes waiting is where the greatest preparation occurs. Think about all the moments you thought you could not survive. You survived. Think about all the times you believed your heart would never heal. Healing began. Think about the days when you did not know how you would move forward. Yet here you are, still standing, still growing, still becoming. My beloved child, give yourself grace for the journey. You often show kindness to others but speak harshly to yourself. You forgive other people but continue punishing yourself for mistakes I already helped you move beyond. Why do you carry what I have already asked you to release? Why do you keep returning to a place I have already guided you away from? Learn the lesson but leave the weight. Receive the wisdom but release the shame. Your mistakes are not stronger than my mercy. Your past is not stronger than my purpose. Your weakness is not stronger than my love. My child, I never asked you to be perfect before walking with me. I asked you to trust me. Trust me when you understand. Trust me when you do not. Trust me when the road is clear. Trust me when the next step requires faith. Because I see beyond the moment you are standing in. You see a single piece. I see the entire picture. You see today. I see the purpose unfolding through every season of your life. My beloved child, do not allow temporary emotions to make permanent decisions. When you are tired, rest in my presence. When you are afraid, bring your fears to me. When you feel confused, ask for wisdom instead of running toward worry. Your emotions are real, but they are not always your guide. Fear can speak loudly. Pain can create confusion. Disappointment can make the future look darker than it truly is. That is why you must stay connected to truth. Remember what I have already carried you through. Remember the prayers I have already answered. Remember the strength I already placed inside you. The same grace that helped you yesterday is available today. My child, you are entering a season where you must protect your peace. Not every argument deserves your energy. Not every opinion deserves your attention. Not every criticism deserves a place in your heart. Learn to walk with wisdom. Learn when to speak. Learn when to remain silent. Learn when to hold on. Learn when to release. Because peace is valuable. Do not trade it for things that only create emptiness inside your soul. My beloved child, I want you to live with intention. Do not simply move through your days without noticing the opportunities I place before you. Encourage someone. Show kindness. Be patient. Create something meaningful. Grow a little more each day. A purposeful life is built through faithful daily choices. Small acts of love can create changes you may never fully see. The words you speak today may become the encouragement someone else needed to continue. The kindness you show today may become the reminder someone needed that hope still exists. Never underestimate the impact of a heart willing to love. If this message is giving you strength to continue forward, write, "Father, I choose faith today," as a sign that your trust is greater than your fear. My child, continue this journey until the end because I am still speaking reminders your heart needs. Do not only listen when you feel weak. Carry these truths with you when you feel strong. Let them shape your actions, your thoughts, and the way you treat others. Remember, faith is not only spoken. Faith is lived. It is shown in patience. It is shown in kindness. It is shown in the decision to keep believing even when life does not happen exactly as planned. My beloved child, one day you will understand why I asked you to wait. One day you will see why certain doors did not open. One day you will realize that I was arranging details you never noticed. Until then, walk with me. Do not rush ahead because of fear. Do not stay behind because of doubt. Move with trust. Move with courage. Move knowing that you are deeply loved. I called your name because there is still purpose ahead. I called your name because your heart still carries something beautiful. I called your name because your story is still unfolding. You have not reached the final page. There are still lessons to learn. There are still blessings to recognize. There are still lives you will touch. So lift your eyes, my beloved child. Walk into tomorrow with hope. Release what made your heart heavy. Hold on to what strengthens your spirit. And remember always, wherever the journey leads, you will never take a single step without me beside you. My beloved child, listen carefully because I know there are parts of your heart that still become tired while waiting for things you cannot yet see. I know there are moments when you look around and wonder why some journeys seem easier for others, while yours has required so much patience, courage, and strength. But I want you to understand something today. Do not judge your journey only by the difficulty of the road. Some of the greatest purposes require the deepest preparation. Some of the strongest hearts are formed through seasons where they had no choice but to depend on faith. Some of the brightest lights come from people who learned how to keep shining even after walking through darkness. My child, I have seen everything you overcame. I saw the battles you never announced. I saw the moments when you encouraged yourself because nobody knew how badly you needed encouragement. I saw when you continued giving love even though your own heart was asking for healing. Nothing about your journey has been hidden from me. You may have felt unnoticed by people, but you were never unseen by heaven. My beloved child, there were moments when you wondered if your kindness mattered. You questioned why you should continue doing good when some people did not appreciate your heart. You wondered why you should continue forgiving when others never apologized. But listen to me. Never allow someone else's actions to steal the beauty I placed inside you. Do not become cold because the world was unkind. Do not stop loving because someone failed to value your love. Do not stop being genuine because someone else chose dishonesty. The greatest victory is not only overcoming what happened to you. The greatest victory is refusing to let what happened change the goodness within you. My child, protect your heart, but do not harden your heart. There is a difference. Wisdom teaches you boundaries. Pain tries to build walls. Boundaries allow you to love with understanding. Walls keep you trapped with old wounds. I want you to heal, not hide. I want you to grow, not simply survive. I want you to walk forward without carrying the weight of every person who hurt you. Release them into my hands. Release the anger. Release the questions that keep reopening old wounds. Release the need to receive answers from people who may never understand the pain they caused. Your healing cannot depend on someone else finally realizing your worth. Your peace must come from knowing that I already know your worth. My beloved child, I know forgiveness can feel difficult. I know your mind remembers what happened. I know certain memories still create emotions you wish would disappear. Healing takes time. Be patient with yourself. A deep wound does not close in one moment, and a tired heart does not become restored overnight. But every day you choose love instead of bitterness, healing grows. Every day you choose faith instead of fear, strength grows. Every day you choose peace instead of resentment, freedom grows. Little by little, I am restoring what pain tried to remove. My child, stop looking at yourself only through the eyes of your hardest moments. You are more than what happened to you. You are more than your mistakes. You are more than the opinions of people who only saw a small part of your story. I see the complete picture. I see your heart. I see your effort. I see the person you are becoming. And my child, you are growing more than you realize. The version of you that prayed for strength years ago will be amazed at the strength you carry today. The version of you that wondered how you would survive would be amazed that you are still standing now. Do not ignore the progress because you are focused only on what remains unfinished. Celebrate every step. Celebrate every lesson. Celebrate every moment you chose not to give up. My beloved child, life is not a race against everyone else. I created every person with a different path, a different calling, and a different timing. A flower does not compare itself to another flower. It simply blooms when its season arrives. In the same way, stop measuring your growth by someone else's timeline. Their success does not mean your failure. Their blessing does not mean I forgot yours. There is enough grace. There is enough purpose. There is enough love. Keep your eyes on the path I placed before you. Walk faithfully where you are today. My child, sometimes you become so focused on the future that you forget I am with you in the present. You say, I will have peace when everything changes. But I want to teach you peace before everything changes. You say, I will trust when I see the answer. But I am teaching you to trust before the answer arrives. Because true faith is not built only after receiving. True faith grows while believing. My beloved child, look at this moment in your life differently. Instead of asking, why am I here? Begin asking, what can I learn here? Instead of saying, nothing is happening. Begin saying, something is growing that I cannot see yet. Your perspective changes the way you walk through seasons. A heart filled with trust sees preparation, where fear only sees delay. If these words are reminding you that your journey still has purpose, comment, Father, I trust your plan for me, and let it be a declaration that your hope is still alive. My child, keep listening until the end because I am still placing encouragement, wisdom, and strength into your heart. These words are not only meant to make you feel better today, they are meant to help you live differently tomorrow. Choose patience when life moves slowly. Choose gratitude when your mind focuses on what is missing. Choose kindness when the world becomes harsh. Choose courage when fear tells you to stop. Every choice shapes the person you are becoming. My beloved child, remember this truth. You do not need to understand the entire journey to trust the one who guides it. You do not need to have every answer to take the next faithful step. You do not need to be perfect to be loved. I called your name because I want you to remember who you are. You are not abandoned. You are not forgotten. You are not walking without direction. The same love that protected you yesterday surrounds you today. The same grace that lifted you before will strengthen you again. Continue forward. Continue believing. Continue becoming. The road ahead still carries moments of beauty you have not experienced. There are still prayers that will be answered in ways you never imagined. There are still chapters filled with growth, purpose, and peace waiting for you. My beloved child, lift your heart. The journey continues. And through every step, every season, and every tomorrow, I will remain beside you. My beloved child, come closer and allow these words to settle deep within your spirit, because today I want to speak to the places inside you that still wonder if change is truly possible. I know you have carried dreams that felt delayed. I know there are promises you once held with excitement, but after years of waiting, disappointment tried to cover them with doubt. You wondered if you missed your moment. You wondered if too much time had passed. You wondered if the things you prayed for were slowly moving away from you. But my child, listen carefully. Your timing is not greater than my power. Your delay is not greater than my plan. Your circumstances are not stronger than my purpose. What I have prepared for your life cannot be destroyed simply, because the road became longer than you expected. Sometimes the journey feels slow because I am creating something deeper than a temporary blessing. I am building patience that lasts. I am creating wisdom that guides you. I am developing faith that remains steady even when the world around you changes. My beloved child, you have asked me many times to open new doors, but first I was teaching you how to walk differently. Because a new door with an old mindset can lead you back into the same struggles. I wanted to heal your heart before increasing your responsibilities. I wanted to strengthen your foundation before building something greater upon it. I wanted you to know who you are before stepping into places where others may question you. Preparation is not punishment. Growth is not rejection. Waiting is not abandonment. I was with you through every hidden season. My child, I saw the days when you wondered if your efforts mattered. I saw when you worked hard without recognition. I saw when you remained faithful while nobody celebrated your progress. But heaven noticed. I noticed. The seeds you planted in silence were not forgotten. The kindness you gave without receiving anything back was not ignored. The prayers you whispered when your heart was tired were not wasted. Every small act of faith became part of the story I am creating through your life. My beloved child, I need you to stop believing that only big moments matter. A life of purpose is built through small, faithful choices repeated every day. The choice to forgive. The choice to continue. The choice to love. The choice to trust. The choice to stand again after falling. These moments shape you more than you realize. Do not underestimate what I can create from ordinary days. A small seed can become a mighty tree. A small step can begin a life-changing journey. A small act of faith can open the way for transformation. My child, I also want you to understand that every season has a lesson. If you only rush to escape difficult moments, you may miss the wisdom hidden within them. Ask yourself what this season is teaching you. Is it teaching you patience? Is it teaching you courage? Is it teaching you to value your peace? Is it teaching you to trust me beyond what you can control? Nothing you surrender to me is wasted. I can bring growth from places where you only saw struggle. I can bring understanding from moments that once confused you. I can bring healing from wounds that once felt permanent. My beloved child, stop speaking to yourself like someone without hope. I hear the conversations you have inside your own mind. I hear when you criticize yourself. I hear when you compare your journey with others. I hear when you quietly say you are not enough. But those words are not the truth I speak over you. I call you loved. I call you valuable. I call you created with purpose. I call you someone who is still growing. Begin speaking to yourself with the same compassion you show others. Be patient with your progress. Be grateful for your growth. Be willing to learn without condemning yourself for every mistake. My child, a new beginning requires a new way of thinking. You cannot carry old fears into new seasons and expect to experience true freedom. Release the belief that everything will always go wrong. Release the fear that every opportunity will end in disappointment. Release the idea that your past has the final word. It does not. I do. And I am still writing. If you believe that I am creating a new chapter in your life, write, Father, I receive this new season, as a declaration that you are ready to move forward with faith. My beloved child, keep watching until the end because there are still words your heart needs to hear. Every message is a reminder that you are not alone and that your life carries meaning. Let these words not only encourage you today, but guide your actions tomorrow. Be more patient with people. Be more thankful for simple blessings. Be more intentional with your time. Be more willing to choose faith instead of fear. The life you desire is shaped by the choices you make each day. And my child, if you feel happy with my words and this message brought hope back into your heart, show your support by liking this video, subscribing for more messages of faith, and sharing it with someone who may need encouragement today. Your simple action can help these words reach a heart that is silently asking for strength. And if these messages strengthened your spirit, encouraged your heart, or helped you through difficult seasons, Share this video with someone who may need hope tonight. And if you feel led to support this ministry so these words can continue reaching hurting hearts around the world, you can do so through the link given below. My beloved child, never forget what I am telling you now. You are not too late. You are not too far behind. You are not forgotten. The seasons that challenged you were also shaping you. The moments that stretched you were also strengthening you. The waiting that tested you was also preparing you. Walk forward knowing that I am already ahead of you. I have seen the road you cannot see. I have prepared strength for battles you have not faced. I have placed grace in moments you have not reached. So breathe again. Hope again. Believe again. The story is still moving. The purpose is still alive. The promise is still in my hands. My child, I called your name because I wanted you to remember this truth. Your journey is not ending. A new chapter is beginning. And I will walk with you through every step that comes next. My beloved child, listen to me now because there is something I want your heart to understand before you take another step forward. You have spent many seasons asking me to change your situation, but today I want to remind you that one of the greatest miracles I perform is not only around you, it happens within you. I know you have prayed for open doors. I know you have prayed for answers. I know you have prayed for the heavy weight on your heart to finally become lighter. And my child, I heard you. Every single time. But while you were waiting for the situation to transform, I was also transforming you. I was teaching you how to remain peaceful when everything around you felt uncertain. I was teaching you how to trust when the path ahead was not completely visible. I was teaching you that your strength was never meant to come only from perfect circumstances. Because my beloved child, if your peace depends only on everything going your way, the world can easily take that peace from you. But when your peace is rooted deeply in me, storms may come, people may change, and seasons may shift, but your foundation remains strong. That is the kind of strength I have been building inside your spirit. You thought the waiting season was empty, but it was growing you. You thought the quiet season meant nothing was happening, but heaven was working. You thought the difficult season was only a battle, but I was creating wisdom that you would need for the road ahead. My child, I saw the moments when you felt tired of starting over. I saw when you wondered why you had to rebuild something you thought would last forever. I saw when you questioned why certain chapters ended before you were ready to close them. But listen carefully. Some endings are not signs that your life is falling apart. Some endings are signs that I am leading you into something new. A new beginning often feels uncomfortable because you are leaving behind what is familiar. But familiar does not always mean fruitful. Comfortable does not always mean correct. Sometimes the place you want to stay is smaller than the place I am calling you toward. My beloved child, do not fear growth simply because it requires change. The seed must break open before the tree can rise. The night must pass before the morning can appear. The old chapter must close before the new chapter can begin. Trust the process I am walking you through. I know the road. I know the timing. I know what I placed inside you. My child, I want you to release the habit of looking backward every time moving forward becomes difficult. You cannot fully embrace tomorrow while your heart is still living inside yesterday. Yes, remember the lessons. Yes, carry the wisdom. But do not carry the chains. The pain that taught you does not need to control you. The people who hurt you do not need to define you. The mistakes you made do not need to follow you forever. Let my grace reach the places where guilt has been speaking too loudly. Let my love remind you that you are still becoming. My beloved child, I know there are times when you feel like you should already be further ahead. You compare your progress to others and quietly wonder if you have fallen behind. But I need you to stop measuring your journey with someone else's timeline. I did not create you as a copy. I created you with a unique purpose. The timing of another person's blessing does not cancel the timing of yours. Their open door does not mean your door will remain closed. Their success is not proof of your failure. Celebrate others while trusting what I am doing in your own life. A peaceful heart understands that there is enough goodness for everyone. My child, the world will constantly tell you to hurry. It will tell you that you must achieve everything quickly. It will pressure you to believe that your worth comes from what you have, what you accomplish, and what others think about you. But I want you to remember the truth. Your worth was established before your achievements. Your value existed before anyone approved of you. Your identity is deeper than temporary success or temporary struggle. You are mine, and that is enough. My beloved child, I want you to begin seeing yourself with more compassion. You have been patient with others while being impatient with yourself. You have encouraged others while criticizing your own journey. Speak life over yourself. Encourage your own heart. Remind yourself that growth takes time. Every day does not have to be perfect to have purpose. Every step does not have to be huge to create progress. Keep walking. Small, faithful steps still lead forward. If this message is helping your heart believe again, comment, "Father, I will follow your path," as a sign that you choose trust over fear and purpose over doubt. My child, continue watching until the end because there are still words prepared to strengthen your spirit. Do not only receive comfort from this message, carry these lessons into the way you live. When someone disappoints you, respond with wisdom instead of bitterness. When life changes unexpectedly, respond with trust instead of panic. When you face difficulty, remember that you have overcome challenges before. You are stronger than the thoughts that tell you to quit. You are more prepared than fear wants you to believe. You are growing even in places where progress feels slow. My beloved child, I want you to understand that your life can become a source of hope for others. The strength you are gaining today may become the encouragement someone else needs tomorrow. The wisdom you learned through pain may help someone who is walking through a similar valley. The compassion you developed through struggle may become a gift to someone who feels alone. Nothing is wasted when placed in my hands. Your story can carry light. Your words can carry kindness. Your presence can remind others that hope still exists. So keep your heart open. Keep choosing love. Keep walking with faith. I called your name because I knew you needed to remember that the journey is bigger than the struggle you see today. I called your name because the person you are becoming matters. I called your name because there is still purpose waiting ahead. My beloved child, do not surrender your future to fear. Do not allow temporary storms to convince you that sunshine will never return. Do not allow a difficult chapter to make you close the entire book. I am still writing. I am still guiding. I am still restoring. Walk forward with courage. Walk forward with hope. Walk forward knowing that every step you take with faith brings you closer to the person I created you to become. You are loved. You are held. You are never walking alone. My beloved child, listen carefully because today I want to speak to the part of you that has been silently carrying questions about your future. I know there are moments when you look ahead and wonder what will happen next. I know there are moments when uncertainty feels heavy, and your heart wishes it could see every step before moving forward. But my child, faith does not require seeing the entire road. Faith requires trusting the one who is guiding you. You may not know everything that tomorrow carries, but I am already there. You may not understand how everything will come together, but I already see the completed picture. You may only see the struggle of this moment, but I see the strength being created through it. Do not allow uncertainty to steal today's peace. Do not allow questions about tomorrow to remove gratitude from today. Do not allow fear of what could happen to blind you from what I am already doing. My beloved child, I have watched you overcome things you once thought were impossible. I watched you walk through seasons where you believed you had reached the end of your strength, yet somehow you found the courage to continue. That courage did not appear by accident. I was strengthening you. I was holding you. I was reminding your spirit that the story was not finished. There were moments when you thought you were barely surviving, but I was teaching you endurance. There were moments when you thought everything was falling apart, but I was teaching you how to stand on a foundation that cannot be shaken. My child, sometimes growth feels like breaking before you understand that something new is being created. A seed buried beneath the ground may feel surrounded by darkness, but that hidden place becomes the beginning of life. In the same way, some of your hidden seasons were not places of failure. They were places of formation. I was developing wisdom where nobody could see. I was building strength where nobody applauded. I was preparing you in private for things you would later carry in public. Do not despise the quiet seasons. Do not reject the small beginnings. Do not think that hidden progress is meaningless. Every step matters. Every lesson matters. Every moment of faith matters. My beloved child, I know there were times when you asked why certain people did not recognize your heart. You gave your best. You cared deeply. You tried to be there for others. But sometimes you felt invisible. You wondered if anyone noticed. You wondered if your kindness mattered. I want you to know this. I noticed. I saw every moment you chose love when anger would have been easier. I saw every moment you helped someone while fighting your own silent battles. I saw every moment you gave encouragement while needing encouragement yourself. Nothing done with a sincere heart disappears before me. Keep planting good seeds, even when the harvest takes time, even when people do not appreciate it, even when nobody is watching. Character is built in the moments when you choose what is right without expecting applause. My child, never allow disappointment to turn your heart into something it was never created to become. Pain may visit you, but it does not have permission to transform you into bitterness. Rejection may happen, but it does not have authority to define your value. Difficulty may challenge you, but it cannot remove the purpose I placed within you. Protect the goodness inside your heart. The world needs people who still choose compassion. The world needs people who still choose kindness. The world needs people who still choose hope. My beloved child, I know forgiveness has not always been easy. I know some wounds were deep. I know some memories still return and remind you of moments you wish never happened. But forgiveness is not about pretending the pain was not real. It is about refusing to let the pain continue controlling your future. When you release bitterness, you create space for healing. When you release anger, you create space for peace. When you release what hurt you, you allow your heart to breathe again. Give those burdens to me. You were never created to carry them forever. My child, I want you to start looking at your life with hope again. Stop expecting every new season to repeat old pain. Stop preparing for disappointment before you even take the next step. The past taught you lessons, but the past does not own tomorrow. Walk forward with wisdom, but also walk forward with expectation. Believe that beautiful moments are still possible. Believe that growth is still happening. Believe that your story still carries purpose. My beloved child, remember that a meaningful life is not created only by receiving blessings. It is created by becoming a blessing. Be the person who brings peace into a room. Be the person who speaks words that heal. Be the person who reminds others that kindness still exists. Small acts of love may seem ordinary to you, but they can become extraordinary moments in someone else's life. A simple word can lift a tired soul. A simple act of kindness can remind someone they are not forgotten. A simple moment of compassion can create a change you may never fully see. Nothing done in love is wasted. If these words are helping you trust my guidance again, write, Father, I walk with hope, as a declaration that you choose faith over fear and peace over worry. My child, continue watching until the end because there are still words your heart needs. Do not only listen to feel encouraged for a moment. Let these reminders change how you live each day. Practice gratitude when life feels ordinary. Practice patience when answers feel delayed. Practice love when people are difficult. Practice faith when circumstances are uncertain. The person you become through the journey is just as important as the destination you reach. My beloved child, never forget how far you have already come. The challenges behind you did not destroy you. The delays behind you did not stop you. The disappointments behind you did not erase your future. You are still here because there is still more ahead. More growth, more wisdom, more opportunities to love, more moments where you will see my hand working in your life. I called your name because I wanted your spirit to wake up and remember that your journey is valuable. I called your name because fear was becoming too loud, and I wanted my truth to become louder. I called your name because the next chapter requires you to walk with confidence, not with the chains of yesterday. My beloved child, lift your eyes. Release the weight. Take the next step. The road may not always be easy, but you will never travel it alone. I am your strength when you feel weak. I am your peace when life feels uncertain. I am your guide when the way ahead is unclear. Keep walking. Keep believing. Keep loving. Your story is still unfolding, and I am still with you through every page. My beloved child, listen to me now because there is something your soul needs to remember in this exact moment. You have spent so much time asking when the next door will open that you have forgotten to recognize the doors I already helped you walk through. You have been looking so far ahead that sometimes you forget to look back and see how many mountains you have already crossed with my help. My child, remember where you once stood. Remember the moments you thought you would never escape. Remember the nights when your heart felt heavy and you wondered if peace would ever return. Look at yourself now. You are still here. You are still breathing. You are still growing. That alone is evidence that my hand has never left you. I know there were days when you did not feel strong. I know there were seasons when every step required more courage than anyone realized. I know there were moments when the world saw your smile but never saw the battles happening behind it. But I saw the tears you never explained. I saw the prayers you whispered quietly. I saw the moments when you chose to continue, even though a part of you wanted to stop. My beloved child, never underestimate the strength it took to survive what you survived. You often look at yourself and remember the moments you struggled. But I look at you and see the moments you kept going. I see courage. I see growth. I see a heart that refused to completely give up. The enemy wanted your difficult seasons to convince you that you were defeated, but those seasons became proof that you could endure more than you imagined. My child, every storm taught you something. The storms taught you patience. The storms taught you wisdom. The storms taught you the importance of protecting your peace. The storms taught you that your foundation must be deeper than temporary circumstances. Do not hate the lessons that helped you grow. Do not reject the experiences that gave you understanding. I can take even the hardest chapters and bring purpose from them. My beloved child, I know some things happen that you still do not fully understand. You wonder why certain prayers were answered differently than you expected. You wonder why some relationships changed. You wonder why some opportunities disappeared. But trust me with what you cannot explain. There are things I protected you from that you may never see. There are paths I redirected because I knew where they would lead. There are delays I allowed because the timing was not ready. You saw one moment. I saw the entire journey. You saw what you wanted. I saw what you needed. My child, trust the love behind my decisions. A loving guide does not always lead you through the easiest path, but always leads you toward the right destination. Do not allow temporary confusion to erase your trust in my faithfulness. You have seen my hand before. You will see my hand again. My beloved child, this is the season where you must stop carrying unnecessary weight. You have carried guilt that I already asked you to release. You have carried worry about things that were never yours to control. You have carried the opinions of people who never understood your assignment. Let them go. Give me the heaviness. Give me the fear. Give me the thoughts that steal your peace at night. You were never created to carry everything alone. There is strength in surrender. There is freedom in trusting. There is peace in placing what you cannot control into my hands. My child, sometimes surrender feels like losing, but in my presence, surrender becomes the beginning of freedom. When you release what is hurting you, your hands become open to receive what is healing you. When you stop holding yesterday so tightly, you become ready for what tomorrow carries. When you trust me with the unknown, you discover that you were never walking into it alone. My beloved child, I want you to begin each day differently. Begin with gratitude instead of fear. Begin with faith instead of worry. Begin by remembering that your life has meaning before the world gives you approval. Do not wait for perfect circumstances before choosing joy. Do not wait for everything to change before becoming thankful. There is beauty available even in the middle of the process. There are blessings around you even while you wait for other blessings. Open your eyes to what I am doing today. My child, remember that your attitude during the journey shapes your experience of the journey. Two people can walk the same road, but one sees only problems while the other recognizes lessons. Choose to see with faith. Choose to believe growth is happening. Choose to trust that even when life feels quiet, I am still working. My beloved child, there are people around you who need the wisdom your journey has created. Do not hide your light because you once walked through darkness. Your story can encourage someone. Your kindness can strengthen someone. Your faith can remind someone not to give up. The very places where you needed healing may become the places where you help others find hope. That is how I create beauty from brokenness. That is how I transform pain into purpose. If this message reminds you that your story still matters, type, "Father, use my life for good," as a sign that you are ready to walk forward with faith and courage. My child, continue listening until the end because I am still speaking reminders that will strengthen your heart. These words are not only meant for this moment, they are meant to help you live with greater wisdom every day. Choose forgiveness when resentment tries to return. Choose peace when worry becomes loud. Choose patience when the process feels slow. Choose love when the world teaches you to become cold. Every choice is shaping the person you are becoming. My beloved child, never forget that I did not bring you this far just to leave you now. The road behind you is proof of my faithfulness. The strength inside you is proof of my work. The hope still alive in your heart is proof that your story is not finished. You may not know every detail of what comes next, but I do. You may not understand every step, but I will guide you. You may not feel strong every day, but my strength will carry you. I called your name because I wanted you to remember who walks beside you. I called your name because your future should not be controlled by the pain of your past. I called your name because there are still chapters ahead that require your faith. Stand again, my beloved child. Lift your heart again. Believe again. The same God who carried you through yesterday is already preparing your tomorrow. You are loved. You are guided. You are never forgotten. And every step you take forward, I will be there with you. My beloved child, listen closely because I want to speak to the part of your heart that still wonders if everything you have endured has meaning. I know there are moments when you look at the road behind you and see the struggles, the disappointments, the waiting, and the tears, and you wonder why the journey had to include so many challenges. But my child, hear me clearly today. Nothing that you place into my hands is wasted. Not your tears, not your waiting, not your lessons, not even the moments when you felt like you were starting over again. I have the ability to bring wisdom from your wounds and purpose from your pain. I have the ability to take the chapters you thought were broken and use them to create something greater than you imagined. You saw the battle. I saw the strength being formed. You saw the delay. I saw the patience being created. You saw the closed door. I saw the better path being prepared. My beloved child, your understanding is limited to the moment you are standing in, but my vision reaches beyond what your eyes can see. That is why I ask you to trust me even when life does not immediately make sense. Trust is easy when every door opens. Trust is easy when every prayer receives an instant answer. Trust is easy when the road is smooth. But deep faith grows when you continue holding my hand, even before you understand where the road is leading. That kind of faith cannot be destroyed easily. That kind of faith becomes a foundation. That kind of faith carries you through seasons where feelings change and circumstances shift. My child, I know you have faced moments where your emotions told you to give up. I know you have had days when your mind felt tired from thinking about everything. I know there were times when you wished you could see the future just to know everything would be okay. But I want you to remember something. You have never needed to know the entire future to be safe. You only need to know that I am already there. The tomorrow you worry about is already known by me. The answers you are searching for are already understood by me. The road you have not walked yet is already seen by me. So breathe, my child. Release the pressure of needing to control everything. You were created to walk with me, not to carry the weight of the entire world on your shoulders. My beloved child, there is freedom waiting for you when you finally surrender what you cannot control. You cannot control every person. You cannot control every outcome. You cannot control every season. But you can choose your faith. You can choose your response. You can choose whether your heart remains filled with hope or becomes controlled by fear. Every day you are planting something into your future. When you plant kindness, kindness grows. When you plant patience, patience grows. When you plant faith, faith grows. Be careful what you allow to take root inside your heart. Do not water bitterness and expect peace to grow. Do not feed fear and expect confidence to rise. Do not hold on to yesterday and expect your hands to freely receive tomorrow. My child, let go. Let go of the words that wounded you. Let go of the rejection that made you question your worth. Let go of the disappointment that convinced you to stop dreaming. You can remember the lesson without carrying the pain forever. You can acknowledge what happened without allowing it to control who you become. My beloved child, healing is a journey. Be patient with yourself as I restore the places inside you that became tired. Some days you will feel strong. Some days you will need extra grace. Both days I love you the same. Your value does not rise and fall with your emotions. Your worth does not disappear because you have difficult moments. Your purpose does not end because you are still learning. You are a work in progress held by my hands. And my hands do not abandon what they are creating. My child, stop waiting for the world to tell you that you are enough before you believe what I have already spoken over you. People may misunderstand you. People may overlook you. People may fail to see what I placed inside you. But their inability to recognize your purpose does not remove your purpose. A diamond does not lose its value because someone does not know what they are holding. Gold does not stop being gold because it is hidden beneath the earth. Your worth remains even in seasons where others cannot see it. My beloved child, I want you to walk differently from this moment forward. Walk with gratitude. Walk with wisdom. Walk with love. Walk knowing that every day is an opportunity to become more like the person I created you to be. Do not waste your life chasing approval from everyone around you. Instead, focus on becoming someone who carries peace, compassion, and truth. The world does not only need successful people. The world needs healed people. The world needs loving people. The world needs people who choose light even after experiencing darkness. My child, your journey can become that light. The lessons you learned can help someone else. The encouragement you needed can become encouragement you give. The hope you found can become hope you share. If these words are helping you release fear and trust my timing, comment, "Father, my life is in your hands," as a declaration that you are choosing faith over worry. My beloved child, keep listening until the end because I am still speaking to the areas of your heart that need strength. Do not allow this message to only become something you hear today and forget tomorrow. Live these words. Practice forgiveness. Practice gratitude. Practice patience. Practice love. Practice trusting me when life does not happen according to your plans. Because a changed life is built through daily choices. My child, there will come a time when you understand why certain things happened differently than you expected. You will look back and see that I was guiding you even through moments that confused you. You will see protection where you once saw rejection. You will see preparation where you once saw delay. You will see growth where you once saw difficulty. Until that moment arrives, continue walking. Continue believing. Continue becoming. I called your name because I knew your heart needed strength for the journey ahead. I called your name because I wanted to remind you that your story is not finished. I called your name because there is still beauty waiting in chapters you have not reached yet. My beloved child, lift your eyes. The same love that carried you through yesterday will guide you tomorrow. The same grace that restored you before will restore you again. The same hand that held you through every storm will never let you go. Walk forward in peace. Walk forward in courage. Walk forward knowing this truth. You are never alone. I am with you now, and I will remain with you through every season still to come. My beloved child, listen to me carefully because this moment is not only about hearing words. It is about allowing truth to enter the places where fear has been living for too long. There are thoughts inside your heart that you have carried silently. There are worries you never shared because you believed others would not understand. There are questions you have asked in the quiet moments when nobody else was around. I heard them all. I heard the questions behind your prayers. I heard the pain behind your silence. I heard the hope behind your tears. My child, nothing about you has ever been hidden from me. Even when you struggled to explain what you were feeling, I already understood. Even when you could not find the right words to pray, I knew exactly what your heart was trying to say. You have never needed perfect words to reach me. You have only needed an honest heart. My beloved child, I know there were seasons when you looked around and wondered why things seemed easier for others. You saw people receiving things you prayed for. You watched doors open for others while you were still waiting. You celebrated their blessings, but deep inside you quietly wondered, Father, when will my time come? I want you to hear my answer. Your story has not been forgotten. Your timing has not been overlooked. Your journey has not been abandoned. I am not late. I am working in ways that your eyes cannot always recognize. A farmer does not dig up the seed every day to see if it is growing. The farmer trusts the process because growth begins where eyes cannot see. My child, I have been growing something inside you. A deeper faith, a stronger spirit, a wiser heart, a greater understanding. You were focused on reaching the destination, but I was focused on preparing the person who would arrive there. Because my beloved child, what good is reaching a new place if old wounds still control your heart? What good is receiving new opportunities if fear still decides your choices? What good is stepping into a new season if you still believe the lies from the old one? I wanted to heal you before I moved you forward. I wanted to strengthen you before I lifted you higher. I wanted you to understand your worth before walking into places where others may not recognize it. My child, never forget this. Your value is not determined by how quickly things happen. Your purpose is not measured by how many people notice you. Your future is not destroyed because your journey looks different. You are walking the path created for you. Trust that path. Trust the timing. Trust the one guiding every step. My beloved child, there were moments when disappointment tried to convince you to stop dreaming. You told yourself you were only being realistic, but deep inside, fear was trying to protect you from being hurt again. I understand why you became careful. I saw what happened. I saw the moments that changed how you trusted. I saw the situations that made your heart afraid to expect good things. But today I am calling you out of that fear. Do not allow yesterday's wounds to become tomorrow's limitations. Do not allow what happened before to decide what you believe is possible now. The past may have taught you lessons, but it was never meant to become your prison. My child, open your heart again. Hope again. Believe again. Take steps again. You do not have to run ahead without wisdom, but you also do not have to stand still because of fear. Walk with me, one step at a time, one day at a time, one act of faith at a time. My beloved child, I want you to understand the power of your daily choices. The life you build tomorrow is connected to the seeds you plant today. Choose words that bring life. Choose thoughts that create peace. Choose actions that reflect love. Choose habits that strengthen your spirit. Do not wait for a perfect season before becoming the person I created you to be. Become that person during the process. Become patient while waiting. Become kind while healing. Become faithful while trusting. Become courageous while facing uncertainty. This is where true transformation happens. My child, there is a reason you are still here. There is a reason you survived what tried to break you. There is a reason your heart kept searching for hope even after difficult seasons. Your journey carries meaning. Your experiences can become wisdom. Your compassion can become a gift. Your story can remind someone else that they are not alone. Never believe that your life is too ordinary to make a difference. A small light can change a dark room. A small word of encouragement can strengthen a tired heart. A small act of love can become an answer to someone else's prayer. Keep shining. Keep loving. Keep growing. If this message is awakening strength inside your heart, write, Father, I am ready for your purpose, as a sign that you choose courage, healing, and faith for the road ahead. My child, stay with me until the end because there are still words prepared to restore your hope and remind you of who you truly are. Do not let these messages only become something you hear. Let them become something you practice. When tomorrow arrives, show patience. When challenges appear, choose faith. When someone needs kindness, offer love. When your own heart becomes tired, return to my presence. You are not expected to carry life alone. And if you feel blessed by my words and this message has brought comfort into your spirit, support this journey by liking this video, subscribing for more messages of hope, and sharing it with someone who needs encouragement today. Your simple act of sharing may place these words in front of a heart that has been silently asking for a sign to keep going. And if these messages strengthened your spirit, encouraged your heart, or helped you through difficult seasons, share this video with someone who may need hope tonight. And if you feel led to support this ministry so these words can continue reaching hurting hearts around the world, you can do so through the link given below. My beloved child, remember this as you continue forward. I called your name because your purpose is still alive. I called your name because I wanted your heart to rise again. I called your name because fear had spoken long enough, and it was time for my truth to speak louder. You are not the pain you survived. You are not the mistakes you made. You are not the rejection you experienced. You are someone I continue to love, guide, strengthen, and restore. Walk into the next season with faith. Carry peace where worry once lived. Carry hope where doubt once remained. Carry love into a world that needs it. My child, I was with you in every yesterday. I am holding you in this moment, and I will walk with you into every tomorrow still waiting ahead. My beloved child, come closer and listen with your spirit because there is something I want you to carry with you from this moment forward. You have spent many seasons searching for answers outside of yourself, but I have been quietly teaching you how to recognize the strength I placed within you. You have asked me, Father, when will everything finally change? But today I ask you, my child, can you see how much you have already changed? Can you see the patience that grew through the waiting? Can you see the wisdom that came through the lessons? Can you see the courage that was created in the very moments you thought you were falling apart? You were looking for the miracle around you, but you did not always recognize the miracle happening inside you. My beloved child, you are not the same person who entered the storm. You are not the same person who cried those tears. You are not the same person who wondered if you would ever find strength again. You have grown. You have learned. You have endured. And even when you did not feel strong, you kept walking. That matters. I saw every step. I saw every moment when you chose faith even though fear was speaking loudly. I saw every time you chose kindness when your heart was hurting. I saw every time you woke up and continued forward when yesterday had been difficult. Nothing was unnoticed. My child, sometimes you believe progress only counts when other people can see it. You think success must be loud, visible, and recognized. But some of the most important victories happen quietly. The moment you controlled your anger was growth. The moment you forgave instead of carrying bitterness was freedom. The moment you chose hope instead of giving up was a breakthrough. The moment you prayed again after feeling discouraged was faith rising. Do not ignore the hidden victories. Heaven sees what people miss. My beloved child, I know there are still areas of your life where you feel unfinished. There are still things you are learning. There are still emotions you are healing from. There are still questions waiting for answers. But do not let what is unfinished make you forget what has already been restored. You are allowed to be growing and still be valuable. You are allowed to be learning and still have purpose. You are allowed to have questions and still walk with faith. Growth is a journey. Healing is a journey. Becoming the person I created you to be is a journey. Walk it with patience. Walk it with grace. Walk it with trust. My child, I never asked you to become someone else. I created you with gifts, compassion, dreams, and abilities that are unique to the purpose placed within you. Stop comparing your path to someone else's. Stop thinking another person's progress means you are behind. Stop believing that because someone reached a destination before you, your own journey has failed. A sunrise does not compete with the stars. The ocean does not compare itself to the mountains. Each carries its own beauty. Each serves its own purpose. And so do you. My beloved child, comparison has stolen too much peace from your heart. It has made you overlook blessings because you were focused on what appeared missing. Look again. Look at the ways I have provided. Look at the lessons I have taught you. Look at the strength you gained. Look at the person you are becoming. Gratitude will open your eyes to things worry kept hidden. My child, I know the world often measures people by achievements, possessions, and approval. It tells you that you must constantly prove your value. But I want you to remember this truth. You were valuable before anyone noticed you. You were loved before anyone praised you. You had purpose before anyone recognized your gifts. Your identity does not come from the changing opinions of people. It comes from the one who created you. My beloved child, do not spend your entire life chasing voices that will never satisfy your soul. Instead, become someone who carries love. Become someone who carries peace. Become someone who brings light into places where darkness has been living. The greatest impact often begins with simple choices. A kind word, a patient response, a helping hand, a forgiving heart. These things matter more than you know. My child, the world needs the version of you that is healed, not the version of you controlled by old pain. That is why I am teaching you to release. Release the anger that keeps reopening wounds. Release the fear that keeps closing doors. Release the doubt that keeps hiding your gifts. You cannot fully step into tomorrow while carrying everything that hurt you yesterday. Let me restore you. Let me strengthen you. Let me guide you. My beloved child, remember that peace does not mean you never face storms. Peace means you know you are not alone inside them. Courage does not mean you never feel fear. Courage means you choose faith even when fear appears. Strength does not mean you never become tired. Strength means you know where to return when you need renewal. Return to me. Again and again. My arms have never closed against you. My love has never disappeared. My presence has never left your journey. If these words are helping your heart remember your strength, right, Father, I will keep moving forward, as a declaration that you are choosing hope over hesitation and faith over fear. My child, continue listening until the end because every message is building something important inside your spirit. Do not only collect encouraging words, create a transformed life. Use what you hear. Practice patience. Practice forgiveness. Practice gratitude. Practice love. A changed heart creates a changed life. My beloved child, one day you will look back at this season differently. The things that confuse you now will make more sense. The lessons that feel difficult now will reveal their purpose. The growth happening quietly now will become visible. Until that day comes, trust me. Trust my timing. Trust my direction. Trust that I am working even when you cannot see everything. I called your name because your journey matters. I called your name because your heart needed hope again. I called your name because you were created for more than simply surviving each day. Rise again. Dream again. Believe again. Walk forward knowing that every step taken with faith is never wasted. My beloved child, your story continues. The next page is still being written. And as you walk into everything ahead, remember this forever. You are loved. You are guided. You are held. And I will never stop walking beside you. My beloved child, listen carefully, because I want to speak to the part of you that still becomes afraid when life begins to change. I know there are moments when you ask for a new beginning, but when the old season starts ending, fear begins whispering inside your heart. You pray for new doors, but sometimes you become afraid when familiar doors begin to close. But my child, understand this truth. Growth requires movement. New chapters require turning pages. A new season cannot fully begin while your heart is still holding tightly to everything I am asking you to release. I know letting go is not easy. I know there are people, memories, plans, and dreams that you thought would remain forever. I know you imagined certain things happening a different way. But my beloved child, trust me when the story changes. Trust me when the path turns. Trust me when my direction looks different from your expectation. I am not leading you away from purpose. I am leading you deeper into it. Sometimes what feels like losing something is actually making space for what your future needs. Sometimes what feels like a closed chapter is actually the beginning of a greater story. Sometimes what feels like silence is actually preparation happening beyond what you can see. My child, I know you want answers. I know you want to understand why everything happened the way it did. I know your heart has asked questions that remained unanswered for a season. But I want you to learn to trust me even before every explanation arrives. Because if you only trust when everything makes sense, your peace will always depend on circumstances. I am teaching you a deeper trust. A trust that says, Father, even when I cannot see the way, I believe you are guiding me. A trust that continues walking even when the road is unfamiliar. A trust that remembers my faithfulness from yesterday while stepping into tomorrow. My beloved child, look at the times I already carried you. Look at the moments you thought you could never overcome. Look at the situations you thought would break your heart forever. Yet here you are. You made it through. Not because everything was easy. Not because you never felt weak. But because my strength was with you. You survived days that once looked impossible. You healed from wounds that once felt permanent. You grew from lessons that once felt painful. Do not forget the evidence of my presence in your own story. My child, the same love that protected you then is protecting you now. The same grace that helped you rise before will help you rise again. The same hand that guided you through yesterday is already preparing tomorrow. So stop expecting the worst when I am teaching you to walk with hope. Stop imagining failure when I am asking you to move with faith. Stop allowing old disappointments to become the voice that predicts your future. Your past may have taught you wisdom, but it was never meant to steal your expectation. My beloved child, I want you to dream again. Not carelessly, not without wisdom, but with a heart that believes beautiful things are still possible. Believe that kindness still matters. Believe that healing can happen. Believe that new beginnings can come. Believe that your life still carries meaning. The enemy wanted your pain to make you stop expecting goodness. He wanted your disappointments to convince you that nothing would ever change. But my child, you are still here. Your hope is still breathing. Your faith is still alive. Your purpose is still calling. The story did not end where you were hurt. The story continued because I continued carrying you. My beloved child, today I want you to pay attention to what you are feeding your mind and your heart. If you constantly feed fear, fear will grow. If you constantly feed doubt, doubt will grow. But if you feed faith, gratitude, wisdom, and love, those things will become stronger inside you. Protect what enters your heart. Protect your peace. Protect the dreams I placed within you. Not every voice deserves influence over your future. Not every opinion deserves space inside your thoughts. Listen for the truth that brings you closer to who you were created to become. My child, I created you to be a light, but even a light must remain connected to its source. Return to me when you are tired. Return to me when you are confused. Return to me when you need strength. You were never meant to handle everything alone. The world may tell you that strength means never needing help, but I tell you that true strength understands where to find renewal. My beloved child, do not be ashamed of needing rest. Do not be ashamed of needing healing. Do not be ashamed of growing slowly. A beautiful tree does not apologize because it takes time to grow. The seasons of growth happening inside you are valuable. Be patient with the process. Be patient with yourself. I am still working. I am still shaping. I am still restoring. If these words are reminding you to trust my plan even through change, right, Father, I trust where you lead me, as a declaration that your faith is stronger than your uncertainty. My child, continue watching until the end because there are still words of encouragement waiting for your heart. Do not only receive these messages in moments when life feels difficult. Carry them into your everyday choices. Choose peace before worry controls you. Choose gratitude before complaints fill your mind. Choose forgiveness before bitterness grows. Choose courage before fear stops your steps. The future is shaped through the decisions you make today. My beloved child, remember that you are not waiting alone. I am with you in the process. I am with you in the preparation. I am with you in the moments nobody else sees. When the world feels loud, listen for my guidance. When the road feels uncertain, trust my direction. When your heart feels tired, rest in my love. I called your name because I wanted you to stop walking with your head down. I called your name because I wanted you to remember that there is still hope ahead. I called your name because your next chapter requires faith, not fear. So lift your eyes. Release what is behind you. Step into what is ahead of you. The same God who carried you through every yesterday is walking with you into every tomorrow. My beloved child, continue forward. Your journey is still meaningful. Your growth is still happening. Your purpose is still alive. And no matter how much the seasons change, my love for you will remain forever. My beloved child, listen to me with your whole heart, because there is a truth I want you to carry into every remaining day of your journey. You have spent so much time looking for signs that I am working, but sometimes you forget that your very existence today is already evidence of my faithfulness. You are still here. You are still standing. You are still moving forward. The things that tried to break you did not have the final word. The storms that surrounded you did not erase the purpose I placed inside you. The nights that felt endless still had a morning waiting on the other side. My child, I know there were moments when you wondered if you had enough strength left. I know there were days when you felt emotionally tired and spiritually drained. I know there were seasons when you kept giving, helping, and loving while secretly wondering who would notice the battles inside your own heart. I noticed. I was there. I never overlooked the quiet sacrifices you made. I never ignored the moments when you chose goodness, even when life felt unfair. I never missed the times when you kept believing while fighting silent questions. My beloved child, sometimes you judge your life by what has not happened yet, but I want you to recognize everything that has already happened within you. You learned. You matured. You developed compassion. You discovered strength you never knew you carried. You became someone who understands the struggles of others because you walked through struggles yourself. Do not hate the journey that helped shape your heart. I can use every chapter. I can use every lesson. I can use every experience you surrender into my hands. My child, there is a reason I keep reminding you not to give up. It is because sometimes people quit right before they enter a season of growth. They become tired from waiting and begin believing that nothing is changing. But growth often begins quietly. A seed does not announce when roots are forming. The sunrise does not appear all at once. Healing does not always happen in a single moment. Beautiful things often begin in hidden places. So trust what I am doing even when you cannot see everything. Trust the process. Trust the timing. Trust my hand. My beloved child, I want you to stop allowing temporary emotions to convince you of permanent defeat. Some days will feel harder than others. Some moments will test your patience. Some situations will challenge your faith. But a difficult day is not a defeated life. A hard moment is not a hopeless future. A painful chapter is not the end of your story. Keep walking. Keep believing. Keep growing. Your journey is still unfolding. My child, remember that courage does not mean you never experience fear. Courage means you refuse to let fear become your master. Faith does not mean you never have questions. Faith means you bring those questions to me and continue trusting. Strength does not mean you never feel tired. Strength means you know where to find renewal. Come back to me whenever your heart feels heavy. You do not have to pretend. You do not have to hide. You do not have to carry everything alone. My beloved child, there are moments when you are harder on yourself than anyone else has ever been. You remember every mistake. You replay every failure. You think about what you should have done differently. But I want you to learn from yesterday without living trapped inside it. A lesson is a teacher. It is not a prison. Receive wisdom from your experiences, but do not allow regret to steal the future still waiting ahead. You are still growing. You are still learning. You are still becoming. My love has not left you during the process. My child, look at yourself with compassion. Speak to yourself with kindness. Give yourself the same patience you offer to others. You are not expected to have every answer today. You are not expected to complete the entire journey in one step. Just continue walking faithfully. One step, one choice, one day at a time. That is how transformation happens. My beloved child, I want you to remember the power of what you carry. Your words can bring hope. Your kindness can bring comfort. Your faith can encourage others. Do not believe the lie that your life does not matter. Someone needs the encouragement that your story can provide. Someone needs the kindness that your heart can give. Someone needs the light that still shines inside you. Even after everything you have faced, you still have something valuable to offer. The world does not need a perfect version of you. The world needs the real version of you walking in love, wisdom, and purpose. My child, choose every day to become a source of goodness. When others bring negativity, bring peace. When others spread discouragement, bring encouragement. When others choose anger, choose patience. Small choices create a powerful life. Do not underestimate the difference one faithful heart can make. If these words are giving you courage to continue your journey, type, "Father, I will not give up," as a declaration that your hope remains stronger than every challenge you face. My beloved child, stay with me until the end because every message is building strength inside you. Do not only listen when you need comfort. Live these truths when you make decisions, when you face challenges, and when you interact with the people around you. Let faith guide your actions. Let love guide your words. Let wisdom guide your choices. A life filled with purpose is not created in one moment. It is built through daily steps taken with the right heart. My child, one day you will look back and realize that I was closer than you thought. You will see how certain delays protected you. You will understand how certain challenges prepared you. You will recognize how I was working even when you felt uncertain. Until then, keep trusting. Keep walking. Keep believing. I called your name because I wanted you to remember that your story still has meaning. I called your name because your heart needed to hear that the journey is not over. I called your name because I created you for more than living under the weight of fear. Lift your head again. Release the worries that have been stealing your peace. Receive the strength I am giving you for today. My beloved child, the road ahead may contain things you cannot predict, but you do not need to fear what comes next. I am already there. I am already guiding. I am already preparing. Walk forward with faith. Walk forward with courage. Walk forward with love. You survived yesterday. You are held today, and I will be with you in every tomorrow that is still waiting to unfold. My beloved child, listen carefully because this message is reaching you at a moment when your heart needs to remember something important. You have walked through many seasons, and each season has carried lessons you could not understand while you were living through them. There were moments when you only saw the struggle, but I saw the strength being formed. You saw the waiting, but I saw preparation. You saw the unanswered questions, but I saw the beautiful stories slowly coming together. My child, I know you have wondered why certain roads were difficult. I know you have wondered why some prayers required patience. I know you have wondered why some chapters of your life looked nothing like the plans you created in your own heart. But I want you to trust me beyond what you can explain. Your understanding is limited to the moment, but my vision reaches beyond the moment. You see the single page you are living today. I see the entire story. You see the challenge in front of you. I see the strength that challenge is creating within you. My beloved child, sometimes you ask me to remove every mountain from your path, but through certain mountains I teach you how strong you can become when you walk with me. Sometimes you ask me to calm every storm immediately, but through certain storms I teach you that peace is possible even when the waves are still moving. The greatest victories are not always the ones where everything around you changes. Sometimes the greatest victory is when your heart changes. When you stop reacting from fear. When you stop allowing old wounds to control new moments. When you stop believing that your past has more power than the purpose I placed inside you. That is transformation. That is growth. That is healing. My child, I know there are still memories you wish you could erase. There are moments you wish happened differently. There are words spoken against you that still sometimes return to your thoughts. But today, I want you to understand. Those moments are not your master. Those words are not your identity. Those experiences are not the author of your future. I am still writing, and my words over your life are stronger than every voice that tried to discourage you. My beloved child, do not allow people who only saw one chapter of your journey to convince you they know the whole story. They saw your struggles, but they did not see all the times you fought silently. They saw your difficult moments, but they did not see the courage it required to continue. I saw everything. I saw when you chose kindness after being hurt. I saw when you prayed while feeling tired. I saw when you kept believing even though you had reasons to doubt. Every hidden victory mattered. Every small step mattered. Every moment of faith mattered. My child, I want you to begin looking forward with a renewed heart. Do not carry old fear into new opportunities. Do not allow yesterday's disappointment to become tomorrow's expectation. A new day deserves new faith. A new season requires a renewed mind. A new chapter cannot be fully experienced while your heart is still trapped inside the last one. Release what I am asking you to release. Not because it never mattered. Not because it never hurt. But because your future deserves a heart that is free. My beloved child, freedom begins when you stop carrying battles that were already completed. You do not need to keep proving your worth to people who refuse to see it. You do not need to keep replaying conversations that only reopen wounds. You do not need to keep punishing yourself for lessons that already helped you grow. Receive my peace. Receive my grace. Receive the reminder that you are still becoming. My child, I want you to live each day with intention. Do not wait until everything is perfect before you begin appreciating the life in front of you. There is beauty today. There is purpose today. There are opportunities to love, grow, and make a difference today. The future matters, but do not lose the gift of this moment by constantly worrying about what has not arrived yet. Look around. Notice the blessings. Notice the small signs of hope. Notice the ways I have already been caring for you. A thankful heart sees miracles that a worried mind often misses. My beloved child, I know sometimes you feel like your progress is slow. You wonder if you are really changing. You wonder if your small efforts matter. They do. Every good choice matters. Every moment you choose patience matters. Every time you choose love over anger, faith over fear, and hope over discouragement, something is growing inside you. Never underestimate small beginnings. Small seeds become forests. Small steps become journeys. Small acts of faith become transformed lives. My child, I want you to become someone who brings light wherever you go. Let your words heal instead of harm. Let your actions encourage instead of discourage. Let your presence remind people that kindness still exists. You do not need a perfect life to make a difference. You need a willing heart. Your experiences, even the painful ones, have given you compassion that someone else may need. Your story can help another heart believe again. Your journey can become a reminder that difficult seasons do not last forever. My beloved child, do not hide the wisdom you gained. Use it with humility. Use it with love. Use it to lift others. The world has enough voices creating fear. Be a voice that carries hope. The world has enough people pointing out problems. Be someone who brings encouragement. The world has enough darkness. Carry the light I placed inside you. If these words are helping you believe that your life still carries a beautiful purpose, write, Father, guide my next chapter, as a declaration that you are ready to walk forward with trust. My child, continue with me until the very end because the final words ahead are important for your heart. Do not leave before receiving the full encouragement prepared for you. Let every reminder become something you practice in your daily life. When life challenges you, choose faith. When people disappoint you, choose wisdom. When plans change, choose trust. When fear speaks loudly, remember everything I have already brought you through. My beloved child, never forget this truth. You are never walking alone. Not in the valley. Not in the storm. Not in the waiting. Not in the rebuilding. I was there in every chapter. And I will remain with you in every chapter still ahead. I called your name because I wanted you to remember that the story continues. I called your name because I wanted hope to rise inside you again. I called your name because the future should not be entered with the chains of the past. Walk forward lighter. Walk forward stronger. Walk forward wiser. My child, the same hands that held your yesterday are holding your tomorrow. The same love that protected you before surrounds you now. The same voice that called your name will continue guiding you. So breathe with peace. Stand with courage. Move with faith. Your journey is not finished. Your purpose is still alive. And I am with you every step of the way. My beloved child, listen closely now because these final words are not the ending of my message to your heart. They are the beginning of a new way of walking, thinking, believing, and living. I did not bring you through this journey of words only for you to return to the same fears that once controlled you. I spoke to remind you who you are, where your strength comes from, and why your story is not finished. My child, I called your name because I saw the moments when your spirit needed encouragement. I called your name because I saw the battles you fought quietly. I called your name because I knew there were places inside your heart that needed to hear my love again. You have traveled through seasons that tested your patience. You have walked through moments that challenged your faith. You have faced days when moving forward required more strength than anyone around you realized. But look at you now. You are still here. You are still standing. You are still carrying hope. The storms came, but they did not erase my purpose for you. The disappointments came, but they did not remove my love from you. The delays came, but they did not cancel what I am preparing. My beloved child, remember everything I have spoken over you. Do not let these truths disappear when life becomes busy again. Do not allow the noise of the world to become louder than the peace I am placing inside your heart. Carry these reminders with you. When fear tells you that you cannot continue, remember how many times I already carried you forward. When doubt tells you that nothing is changing, remember that some of the greatest transformations begin where human eyes cannot see. When your past tries to define you, remember that I am still writing your future. You are not the mistakes behind you. You are not the pain that touched you. You are not the rejection you experienced. You are a soul that is learning, healing, growing, and becoming. My child, I know the journey ahead will still contain moments where you need faith. There will be times when you must choose trust before you receive the answer. There will be moments when patience is required and moments when courage must rise. But never forget this. You are not walking into tomorrow alone. Before you arrive there, I am already there. Before you face the challenge, I already know the way through it. Before you speak the prayer, I already understand your heart. My beloved child, I want you to stop looking at yourself through the eyes of your hardest seasons. Stop seeing only what went wrong. Stop remembering only the moments you struggled. Look deeper. See the strength that grew. See the wisdom that developed. See the compassion that was created. See the courage that helped you rise again and again. You became stronger, not because life was always easy, but because you learned that even in difficult seasons, you were never abandoned. My child, use what you have learned. Let your pain make you more compassionate. Let your lessons make you wiser. Let your healing help you bring hope to others. Someone around you needs the kindness you can give. Someone needs the encouragement your words can provide. Someone needs the reminder that they are not alone. Your life can become a light. Do not hide that light because of what you experienced. Shine because of what you overcame. My beloved child, protect the peace that has been growing inside you. Not everything deserves your attention. Not every battle deserves your energy. Not every opinion deserves space inside your heart. Choose wisely. Choose what helps you grow. Choose what brings you closer to love, purpose, and truth. Release the things that constantly pull you back into fear. The next season requires a lighter heart. A heart that trusts. A heart that forgives. A heart that believes new beginnings are possible. My child, remember that every morning is another opportunity. Do not wake up carrying yesterday's worries before the day has even begun. Begin with gratitude. Begin with faith. Begin by saying, Father, guide my steps today. You do not need to solve your entire future in one moment. Walk one step at a time. Grow one day at a time. Trust one moment at a time. That is how beautiful stories are created. My beloved child, I want you to understand that true victory is not only reaching a destination. True victory is becoming the person I created you to become along the way. A person who loves deeply. A person who forgives freely. A person who remains hopeful. A person who brings goodness into the world. That transformation is precious. That growth matters. Your heart matters. If these words have touched your spirit and reminded you that I am always with you, write, Father, my faith remains forever, as a declaration that you are choosing hope, trust, and love as you continue your journey. My child, thank you for staying until this moment. Let these words remain with you beyond this message. Do not only listen and walk away unchanged. Apply them, live them, carry them into your relationships, your decisions, your challenges, and your dreams. Choose patience when life takes time. Choose forgiveness when your heart remembers pain. Choose courage when fear tries to stop you. Choose faith when the road ahead is unclear. Because every choice you make is shaping the person you are becoming. And if you feel happy with my words and this message has given peace to your heart, support this journey by liking this video, subscribing for more messages of faith, and sharing it with someone who needs hope today. Your support helps these words reach more hearts searching for comfort and encouragement. And if these messages strengthened your spirit, encouraged your heart, or helped you through difficult seasons, share this video with someone who may need hope tonight. And if you feel led to support this ministry so these words can continue reaching hurting hearts around the world, you can do so through the link given below. My beloved child, before this message ends, receive this final reminder. You were never forgotten. You were never beyond my reach. You were never walking without my presence. I saw every tear. I heard every prayer. I carried you through every season when you did not know how you would continue. The same hands that protected you yesterday are holding you today. The same love that surrounded you before will remain with you tomorrow. The same voice that called your name will continue guiding your steps. So leave this moment with peace. Walk forward with courage. Carry love wherever you go. Let hope rise again. Your story continues. Your purpose remains. Your future is still held safely in my hands. My beloved child, I called your name 3 times because I wanted you to awaken, remember, and believe again. Now rise. Go forward. Live with faith. And never forget that I am always with you.